Hey everybody, welcome to the 30 days of yoga. Here we are, day one. Welcome. I woke up so early this morning because I was super excited about shooting today's videos. And so I just wanted to say, I know sometimes people wake up early and they get frustrated about that. And I just wanted to say what a blessing it is to wake up early and have access to that early morning prana. It's such a creative and pure time of day. So if you are lucky enough to wake up early, it's a great time to do yoga. So maybe you're doing this in the wee hours of the morning, this practice here today. So this 30 days of yoga, this edition is called freedom or moksha in Sanskrit. And the idea of moksha is liberation. It's freedom. And that can look very different to different people in different ways. Freedom can mean something very different. It could mean freedom in our bodies, the ability to move freely, to be pain-free, to physically feel at ease in our bodies. That's a gift that yoga gives us. But it's not just the physical. We might also be experiencing freedom on other levels of our being. So maybe in our mental and emotional minds, we are experiencing anxiety or depression or any number of difficult or uncomfortable mental states, challenging mental states. And our yoga practice, the breath, the meditation, all of the pieces of yoga help us to ameliorate those states, those agitated states. So it creates freedom for us in a mental and emotional way. And it's also spiritual freedom as well. So the traditional meaning of freedom or moksha is the liberation from suffering. It's the liberation of coming back into this life over and over again and repeating the same patterns, the same samskaras. And moksha means that we're released from that. We're connecting to the divine. We're connecting to the oneness of everything that is. So there's different layers that you could be experiencing freedom. So let's get started. The goal of this 30 days is to help us establish a practice that is, routine, regular. Myself too, I have trouble sometimes finding the time to do yoga or prioritizing it, just like everybody else. And I hear this all the time from everybody that it's hard. I know it's hard. So the way to get around that is just to play a little game with ourselves that we're just going to do 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. So that's why each of these daily practices are going to be short. So you can just wake up a little bit earlier each day and get your yoga done and then start the rest of your day. And I promise you, after 30 days, that your life will change. It will absolutely change for the better. So I invite you to come to seated, and we're going to start with an om, actually 3 ohms. So I'll invite you to bring your hands together at your heart. And I'm also just having a simple prop set up as well. So just one blanket, because I know not everybody has bolsters and blocks and things, and I don't want that to stop you from getting on your mat. So just having a blanket, you can sit on it if you want. Close your eyes. And let's just take 3 cleansing breaths. We'll inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, all the way down to your toes. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, all the way down to your toes. One more. Taking in lots of oxygen this time. Exhale to your toes. This time we'll inhale for 3 ohms. Big breath in. One more with a smile. Bow your head to your inner teacher and guide. Acknowledge your own wisdom. Choose what you need from the practice today and leave the rest. You can release the hands to the knees. And we'll just start to do a cat-cow here from seated. So you can draw the belly in, round your back, drop the chin as you exhale, squeeze the belly in towards the spine. And as you inhale, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, lift the chin, lean the heart forward. And as you exhale, squeeze the belly, round the back, drop the chin. As you inhale, open the heart, pull the shoulders back, lift the chin. Do that a couple more times with breath. Exhale, squeeze and round, stretching the back of the heart. Just keep going. Inhaling, open the chest forward. And as you exhale, going back. Just doing that at your own pace with your own breath. So, what is yoga exactly? The word yoga means to yoke. It means union. It's the connection of mind and body. It's also the connection between ourselves and the universe and creation around us. It's also a way of finding our way back to our true nature, which is inherently blissful and free and worry-free and stress-free and relaxed and playful. All right, good. And then we're going to come back to the center here and just take a couple shoulder rolls. You'll inhale and squeeze the shoulders up to the ears and exhale and roll them back and down. We'll just do that 2 more times. Inhale and squeeze. Exhale, roll them back and down. Good. We'll inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Good. And we'll just take 1 cleansing breath here. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth, a sigh, all the way down to your toes. Beautiful. Nicely done. We'll release the hands, and we're going to come into tabletop. Into hands and knees position. So if you want to, you can pad the knees with a blanket fold if you're on a hard floor. I don't really need this because the sand is actually quite soft, but I'm going to put it there anyways. The dogs are playing on the beach, so fun. So when you set your hands up for cat-cow, spread your fingers nice and wide. You want your wrists the same width apart as your shoulders. 4 fingers parallel to each other. And then knees underneath the hips here. We'll just start to swing your hips from left to right, side to side. Inhaling center and exhaling to the side. Inhaling center and exhaling to the side. And we'll start to take the hips around in a circle, inhaling forward and exhaling to the side and back. Inhaling to the other side and forward, just drawing a big circle with your hips to the side and back as you exhale. Just moving with the rhythm of your own breath. We'll do a couple more on this side and then we'll change directions, going around the other way. Find freedom in your movement moving in a way that feels really good. It feels really nourishing in your own body. And when change directions, go around the other way. Did I change directions yet or not? I can't remember. If you haven't changed directions yet, go ahead and do so. There's always that left and right mix up. And we'll go ahead, come back to center, come into child's pose. So you might walk your knees off the blanket if that's in the way. And just go ahead and shift your hips back, reach your arms forward, take your knees a little bit wide and rest your forehead to the earth. And we'll just take 2 ha breaths here. Inhaling nose, exhaling through the mouth. 1 more, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And we're going to go through another little flow. So go ahead and come back up to table. Set the hands again, really mindfully, knees under the hips. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to, as we inhale, stretch right arm, left leg back, keeping the hips level. And as we exhale, hand and knee back down, sinking back to child's pose. That's all on your exhale breath. Inhale, back to table, left arm, right leg. Exhale, hands down, knees down, back to child's pose. Continuing with your own breath. Find the flow, find the freedom in the movement. Inhaling up, exhaling down. See if you can work out all the sort of choppiness or wobbliness, and just make it really smooth movement matching the length of your breath. And if you lose track of when to inhale, when to exhale, don't worry about it. Exhaling as you come into child's pose. Keep breathing, keep going. We're integrating left and right side of the brain here. Doing left arm, right leg, and changing sides each time. And we'll do a couple more on each side. Inhaling. Spread your fingers, spread your toes, draw your belly in. And exhaling. Good. Last one. Here we're going to hold and breathe. If it's too much to have the hand and the leg, just raise the legs. So keep the hips level, point the left foot toes down. If you want more challenge, you can be here. If you want even more challenge, try taking your arm and your leg up to the side. Keep breathing. Remember, you can stay here or here. You've got all these options. Good, and then release, come back to center, and bring the knee and the hand back down. Sink the hips back to child's pose. Or if you prefer, take a downward dog here. Curl your toes under, shift your hips up. You're going to draw the belly in if you're in downward dog. Lift the navel up towards the spine. Press out through the heart, down the arms to the tips of the fingers. Feel free to bend your knees a little here. Good, and we'll try the other side. Let's meet back in table. Draw the belly in. This time, right leg stretches back. Keep breathing. Hips are level, toes are pointing down. If you want more challenge, left arm stretching forward. Hugging the belly in and up. And if you want more challenge, coming here. Woo, 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 woo. But breathing. Remember to breathe. Good, and then release, come back. And then again, let's come back to child's pose or downward dog, your choice. If you're in child's pose, go ahead and lift up to table. If you're in downward dog, lower your knees. Walk your hands towards your knees, walking the fingertips in. Lift the knees and come into a little toe squat here. So you might have hands on blocks or bolster here. If you find that you can't quite touch the floor, you can just put something underneath. And I'm just going to play here, lifting the ankles and dropping the ankles down. If you want more challenge, bring your hands together at your heart, lift the heels, and lower the heels down. And just doing that at your own pace. Good. Heels down, heels up. It helps to keep your gaze steady on one point. We'll hold at the top, keeping the heels lifted. And again, you can have your hands to support or hands at the heart here. Take 2 more breaths. Smiling. It's so sunny and gorgeous out here today. Such a lucky day to be shooting. Good, and then release, hands down. Go ahead and lift your hips up. Find your forward bend. Feet are hip distance apart and parallel. Remember, you can totally modify this if you feel dizzy or lightheaded. Resting the elbows on the knees and lifting the head above the heart. Check that your knees are the same width as your ankles. Maybe you can cross arms if you're in the fuller version. To breathe here, the breath flow. And when you're ready to inhale, reverse swan dive. Reach your arms out to the side, squeeze your belly, and lift all the way up to standing. Reach all the way up tall, and exhale, hands to the heart center. Good. Nice. And let's do a little bit of a flow here. So hands together at the heart. We'll exhale all the way up. Breathe out all the way to your toes. And then as you inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, bring the fingertips interlaced and draw the hands down the front side of the body. As you exhale, all the way down. Then release the hands and inhale. Reach the arms up. As you exhale, just gently bring the hands down, the front body, all the way down as you breathe out. One more time, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, all the way down. Release the hands. Turn the palms forward and just stand tall, breathing into the front body. Draw the shoulders back, lift the heart, and smile into the front body here. We'll take 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Goodness. We're going to go ahead and walk our feet wide apart and turn the toes out. Okay? So you want to turn the toes out about 45 degrees. Lift your toes. Take your arms out to the sides. Like a 5-pointed star. We're going to inhale here and stretch in 5 directions, up and out. And then as we exhale, sit down into a little goddess pose. Keep the knees as wide as you can. Bring the knees out, lifting the toes so the arches lift. And then as you inhale, stretching up into that 5-pointed star, lifting the heart. As you exhale, bend the elbows and sit the spine straight down. As deep as you want to. You can go really deep if you want. Inhale to straighten up into 5-pointed star, giving the world a big hug. And then one more time, sitting down into our goddess pose, drawing the shoulders back. We'll pause here, but keep breathing. And again, you can adjust if you want to be really, really gentle, maybe just a tiny bend in the knee. If you want to be deeper, you can sit as deep as you want and create as much challenge as you like. Whew. Remember to breathe wherever you are. And take 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Oh, it feels so good. Good, and then we're going to inhale and stretch out. And exhale, release the hands down. And we're going to heel toe, feet back to hip distance apart. To a tree balance. So we'll make our left foot our standing leg to start off with, just spreading your toes to increase the surface area of your foot. Choose your gazing point in front of you, hands to hips to start. Draw the belly in, grow tall. Setting your gazing point when you're ready, lifting the right foot and either placing it on the inside of the ankle or the inside of the calf, or perhaps on the inside of the thigh. And you can totally go near a wall and touch a wall here if you want to. This hip of the straight leg, we're going to press it in towards the center line. So if the hip is jutting out, draw it towards the middle. And you'll feel your standing leg gets more active and more supported. Breathe here. You can reach your branches up if you want to. Hope it's not windy where you are. That always makes the tree pose more challenging. Remember to smile and breathe. Oh, it feels so good in the sunshine. What a blessing it is. Yeah, feeling freedom in your pose here, even if you're feeling a bit wobbly. And when you're ready, release hands back down through center. And release hands down. And foot down. Just stand and mounted for a moment and just feel the prana, the life force in that standing leg. It's waking up. Nice deep breath in and out here. Ooh, yeah, the wind is coming. Bring it on. So good. Okay. So when you're ready, we'll do the other side. Now we often have one side that's weaker, or more challenging, and that for me is this side. So if you have that going on, you could spend more time on the side that's challenging just to help get it up to speed with the side that's stronger. So whatever side that is, if you're practicing tree or any balance. So let's go ahead and spread the toes. Feel ready on all levels. Take a cleansing breath. Relax your shoulders. Good. Find your smile. Find your drishti, your gazing point. And then when you're ready, bringing the foot wherever you want to have it. Calf, ankle, or perhaps the thigh. Having that foot perpendicular to the floor, the ground. Move the right hip in towards the center line. Reach your arms up. Breathe. And be free. It is windy here. Okay, we're going to come back out. Same way we went in. And release. Stand in mountain. Take a cleansing breath. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so let's go ahead and come down to the earth. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale and swan dive. Bend your knees if you have back issues, always. And then go ahead and just come to seated. So we're just gently going to find our seat. Take the legs wide. Why not? So with these practices, every day is going to be a little bit different. We do different things every day so that we balance and use all parts of the body. We're going to slide this left hand down the left leg, a little side bend, and bring the right hand to the right ribs. You can even slide this left hand down the inside of the leg, the inside of the ankle. And then think about the elbow pressing into the leg so that you can create a little leverage to lift your heart. We'll just take a couple breaths. Now, if you want to go deeper, you can take the hand to the back of the head and gently press the head back into the hand. Oh, that's such a beautiful stretch in the right side body. You could stay there, or you could, if you want to go deeper, if you need that extra, you can take the hands down to the feet. Good. And then gently soften forward. And we'll roll ourselves back up. Change sides. Right arm sliding down the inside of the right leg, left hand to the hips, and turning the heart up a little towards the ceiling or towards the sky. You could take it deeper if you want, hand behind the head. Again, you're in charge of how deep you want to go. You might just start small. If you have hand on head, just gently pressing the head back into the hand, or if it's available, maybe taking the hands to the feet. But just see where your body wants to go today. Breathe and enjoy there. Oh, it's so sweet, the sun. Good, and then gently soften and come all the way down. And we're going to come to laying on our back in butterfly legs. So come up and find the soles of the feet together, knees apart, laying back on the floor. That doesn't feel good in your hips, you can always support under the knees with blocks or blankets so that they're not hanging. Hands can rest on the belly. Just take some nice deep belly breath there. Feel your belly expand as you inhale. Soften as you exhale. Stay there as long as you like. You're welcome to come into Shavasana if you want to. Stretching the arms and legs out. If you have discomfort in your low back, just slide a bolster or rolled blankets under your knees to support, and that will usually make it feel a lot more yummy. Starting to move into the breath here. Take a couple of deep inhales, and as you exhale, really let go into the earth. Allow your body to soften. Skin onto the muscles, muscles onto the bones, and then even the bones begin to soften. Feeling freedom through the whole body, through the whole mind, and the heart. Feel free to rest here as long as you wish, 5-10 minutes to integrate, or maybe longer. Thank you for joining me. We've done day 1. There's an osprey flying overhead. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. And may all beings be peaceful, happy, and free.